Double top, the most recognized pattern in technical analysis. Two touches, same resistance, and then a breakdown. It seems simple, but most traders still get it wrong. Okay, so let's see it right now in the chart. So what is a double top? Price rallies to a level, gets rejected a first time, pulls back, rallies again to the same level and rejected again. Creates an M, okay, boom, M shape, and this neckline is the low point between the two peaks, all right, and it confirms on break below, so right there just at this green line, okay, and then you have your confirmation. The psychology behind this one is that the first peak right there is current high, okay, but the second peak market just testing with less conviction, and when it fails twice on the same resistance, buyers give up. So how to identify a real double top? Okay, you need two peaks at roughly same level, okay, so it seems simple but don't have to be exact, okay, at the same tick, the same pips, all right. So then time between peaks, right there, not too close, okay, because it's noise, and or not too far, okay, because it's gonna lose some relevance. Then of course about the volume, so the second peak should have less volume than the first one, okay, and it means that buying conviction just fading. And the last one, how to identify a real double top, is that pullback between peaks. So just this pullback should create a clear neckline. Because double top at a key resistance level, round number 88 supply zone, is much more powerful than just a random double top. So let's take a look at some example and how to trade it. First example right there. Okay, I'm just unzoom. Okay, so you have your first peak right there, your pullback, second peak at the same level, and then we are going down again, testing this neckline, breaking down this neckline, and your confirmation, your setup is confirmed. So how to trade it? The entry number one is short on neckline break, so just right there, okay, and wait for candle close below. So even you would enter just right there. Possible entry two is that short at second peak. Okay, so just right there with rejection candle. So for example, this one we have a wick to the upside, testing again the resistance and rejected by sellers. Okay, another example, pin bar, shooting star, and all this stuff. Okay, because you're gonna have a better price at the end, a lower probability. And the entry number three is that wait for neckline break. Okay, so neckline break, and then short the retest from below, the pullback from below. All right, then your stop, you have to put it above the double top peaks, okay, so right there above this setup, okay, like that you let some space for the setup to shape by himself, and then the target is just the height from peaks to neckline and projected to the downward from break. Let's take a look at some new example. So right there, one top, pullback, second top, right there we have look at some candles, some wick, some rejection right there, and at this point it could be interesting to take a short, but it would be an aggressive one. And look, we have even non-retest, and we are just falling off a cliff right there. Let's take a look at another example. Again, first peak, second peak, neckline, breakout, bam, retest. You are taking the height between the peak to the neckline, projected to the breakout, to the breakdown, and look, it just in one candle it gives you your target. Perfect setup right there. And the last example is this one, and an interesting one. Look, we have the first peak right there, bam 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 bam, second peak right there, we are testing again this resistance, reject it, breaking down this neckline, and bam, why not, it could be a potential retest right there, and bam, we are falling off a cliff again. So you just need to take this height projected again at the breakdown, and look, it's giving you your TP, your theoretical TP, and we have even some volume increasing right there to the downside, okay? So massive sellers who's just stepping into it right there. And when a double top fails, okay? So the first one is that when many double tops fail and the price breaks to new highs, okay? So this becomes a powerful bull trap. So as I just say, we are breaking it to the downside, okay? And then we are not going until the target, reintegrate it, and bam, making new highs. And so right there, that's why double top works, because everyone is setting their stop right there, and it's giving you a fuel to the market to go lower. But sometimes it happens that we are just after the break down, we are reintegrate again this range and this double top and making new high, and that's why it's gonna be a bull trap. The second potential phase about this setup is that never short before neckline breaks, okay? Ideally wait for a confirmation. So as I just say, if you enter right there, it's gonna be a real aggressive entry. So make sure to be careful if you want to take an entry right there, okay? The common mistakes about this setup is that calling every second test or resistance a double top needs real rally context, all right? Another mistake is that shorting at second peak without confirmation signal. So that's a big mistake to do it and just shorting right there blindly. And the last mistake is that stops, put just a stop too tight, okay? Give a buffer above peaks. Let the market just breathe. That's the common mistakes. So to recap, this pattern, two failed tests, okay, on the same resistance, declining volume plus neckline break, and it's giving you your high probability short with this double top, okay? That is for this video, and in the next one we're going to talk about this double bottom, this famous setup 2, which is very well known, okay? So make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel, put a thumbs up, and because every day or almost every day I'm gonna try to post one video, so make sure to subscribe, and we'll see each other in the next one, in the next video, or in the next trading live stream, because I'm in live from Monday to Friday on the Phidias Profim YouTube channel. So if you are curious and want to watch me in live, to join their YouTube channel, the link is in the description, and take care. I'll see you in the next one. Trade safe. Bye bye bye.
Yo, his name is Florian. He's the NASDAQ hustler. Every day he's grinding, making all them numbers cluster. He's a day trader, living life as a thrill seeker. Analyzing charts, he's the Wall Street sneaker. 9 to 5 ain't his game, it's the stock market flow. Tickers on his mind, watching those numbers grow. Buy low, sell high, that's the name